This is Nabi. I'd like to show you how you can check the app index for any of your UI5 libraries or UI5 applications deployed to the SAP Cloud Platform. For this purpose, I have created two repositories on GitHub. The first one is a UI5 library, and the second one is a simple UI5 application that uses our UI5 library. We want to clone both of these repositories into the Full-Stack Web IDE, from where we're going to deploy everything to the cloud platform. In the end, this means that you're going to see two additional entries here under HTML5 applications. Our UI5 application will additionally be registered to our Fiori Launchpad. In my case, the Fiori Launchpad is currently empty. There's nothing in here. Let's start. Before we start, let me go back here to the Full-Stack Web IDE. I'm opening the console to see what happens. Now I'm going to the library and clone this URL right here. Going back to the Web IDE, right-click, Git clone repository, and paste everything I copied in here. Here we go. And we do the same thing for the other repository. So let's copy this URL, go back here, right-click, Git clone, paste the URL down here, and here we go. So now everything has been cloned. That was pretty easy so far. Next, let's deploy the library first to the cloud platform. Here we go. Before I press the deploy button, please pay attention to the application name. The application name does not have any dashes. The dashes were actually available in the folder. So the project name has dashes, but the application name doesn't have dashes. Capital letters are also forbidden, and dots are also not allowed. Next, I'm going to press deploy. And now what's going to happen behind the scenes, actually node modules are being installed. The dependencies from the package JSON are being installed, and then grunt is being triggered, and as a result you're going to have a dist folder, and this dist folder will contain the whole application, and everything inside the dist folder will finally be deployed under the name that we've chosen here as application name. This is the name of the application in the cloud platform. This is done. We don't need to register libraries to the Fiori Launchpad, so let's just close this. Let's go here, check if everything is really available here now. Here we go, it's here. Good. We do the same thing now for this one here. Say deploy cloud platform. Here again, no dashes. Let's just press deploy. And this is now going to be executed. Okay, while this is running, I'm going to the library right here on GitHub, and I'm going to copy everything I have here, because this is what we need for checking the app index. Then I'm going right here, opening, for example, this URL. This is my Fiori Launchpad. Now I'm going to replace everything here and hit it. Okay, here we go. So this part here is equal on both ABAP and SAP Cloud Platform. The ID right here is basically, the library ID, I guess, or the component ID of the application. In my case, it's Nabi sample UI5 lib, which is our application. As you can see from the result right here, there's something not really working. Error says true, and then error type, no descriptor found. So for some reason, it doesn't find things. Let's see if our application, this one was also deployed. So now let's take the same URL and change the app, the ID right here, which is app. Here we go. Same result, no descriptor found. That's quite weird. So what I'm going now to fix this, actually, I think this is an issue of the trial landscape so far, because in non-trial environments, I think this is not an issue. I'm going here and I'm just going to refresh this page. So all you need to do is go once to the site configuration, to the Fiori configuration cockpit of your site. Here we go. Now I'm going to load this here again. Guess what? It worked. Now we can see that this is now detected correctly as a UI5 library. And this is where the app descriptor, the manifest, actually comes from. And there is error is false, and here is also error false. no descriptor, false. This is exactly what we want. The same thing I'm going to do now here, so I'm just going to reload this, works here as well. So this is our application, this is a UI5 component. Here it was a library, the application is a component, and error is false here again. Pretty cool. This is not all that we have. Now I'm going to duplicate this right here and add and change here something slightly. So I'm just appending JSON. And this works too. The same thing here. Duplicate and JSON. Here we go. So this is what we have, and this is basically the information that our site gets. So in the end, our site somehow needs to know, well, where are all these components? For example, where's the library? Sorry, where is it? Right here. Where's the library? And here is the library basically, and that's how the Fiori Launchpad knows where to load the resources from. Okay, this is it. Now what we want to do next is we want to register our application also to the Fiori Launchpad. Let's do it by pressing this button right here. And here I think the application name, I'm not sure, I think this looks a little bit weird to me. Let me just remove this. I think this might be the component ID. And this is my sample app. I'm going to use everything that they have to offer me. Next, and here I'm going to say my sample app uses sample library. Here we go. Just leave everything as it is. This is the tile. This is how it's going to look like. Press next. And now I'm going to choose my site, which is my tutorial site, and then just some default catalog and group. Press next or finish. Now I press finish. And here we go. That's it. Now let's open first of all the Fiori Launchpad to see if it really worked. This is the Launchpad, the tile is available. If I press it, weird, this doesn't work. Let me close that. Now I'm going directly to the application. Of course, this does not work neither because we had the same, we just tried it the other way around. Okay, so there is the same issue so that we had with the update of the site data, site information. I think this is called site XML. And now I'm going to refresh this. And now I'm opening the Fiori Launchpad from here, pressing the app. Still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. Let me give it another try by going to, where is it? The site right here. I'm reloading this again. Now I'm pressing, no, let me try it one more time. No. Okay, so I guess I really have to press this here, clear HTML5. Well, clear HTML5 application cache. Well, this is very funny now. It's working behind the scenes somehow. In a few seconds, we'll see a success message right here. Here it is. And if I reload this here now, there is the star. I'm going to press this. I hope this is only in the try landscape working that way. Now I'm going back here, reloading everything, pressing the button, and here we go. So now it's there. This is our rating indicator from the library, and this is the component from the library, which says hello world down here. So that worked with some, well, let me say some things that are not so nice. So you have to go to the site right here. You have to refresh things, publish sometimes, and then that's all you need. Okay, so that means now I can also open the application directly from here. That works pretty cool. Okay, here we go. And of course, if I'm here in the site, I can also use this alias. Go here. Now here I say I have tutorials. I press it, and here's the application. Okay, that worked. So now we can close this. But okay. So next, let's make a right click on our application, say run as, and choose SAP Fiori Launchpad Sandbox. So here it goes. If you face some issues, try to clear your cache and see what happens. Okay, so now let me open the console in the network section, and I'm going to reload everything again. And see what actually gets loaded from where. So what I want to see here is, first of all, let's search for Nabi. Okay, here we go. So that means the Sandbox tries to load our Nabi sample UI5 library directly from right here. Okay. Okay, keep this in mind. And now let's open our Fiori Launchpad. Go here. Now I'm going to press this and let's see what's here. Well, it's not here. This is because our library gets loaded basically from somewhere different, which is here. That's where it comes from, right here. And this is how it should work. Now, it's very important to keep an eye on this, because here the Sandbox does not find the same library that gets it from here. So that means we have to create a mapping. And the mapping is implemented here in the NeoApp.json. Here's the mapping, which says everything that goes here, and this is only needed for the Sandbox, has to be mapped to our application, which is basically our library. And this is the entry path. And this is important, otherwise you cannot run the application here for testing purposes in the Sandbox. Okay, so I hope you liked it. My suggestion is to always check the app index, so basically these URLs, for any of your deployed resources, and you can check this also on any ABAP front-end server that has, where you deploy your UI5 applications. Thank you.